What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome to another episode of my Byzantium playthrough. And I just want to say that the fourth episode has been uploaded at the time of me recording this, which is a couple episodes ago where things really got crazy, where we really came to the brink. And I just want to say that so far the feedback has been positive, not too much criticism of my play, and you guys appear to like the suffering. I don't think it's that you enjoy my suffering in particular, but the tension and so on. So I'm glad about that. I just want to say that the last episode, guys, we could have beaten Venice. Obviously, we could have beaten him, and overall, this is turning out. We're surviving and we're slowly expanding. So I'm not going to complain, but overall, we're nowhere near doing as well as we could be doing potentially. But that's okay. We're gonna recover and do our best. If I had taken, these all of this territory from Venice within, another year or so, I'd feel like, we're doing pretty damn well actually. The problem is that we are just in such bad shape with our manpower. War exhaustion is quite high, and this debt is an issue, big time. Our truce came up with Hungary. He can actually attack us, and that would be super, super grim. So my first thing that I wish to focus on is actually diplomacy. And I'm really hoping for Georgia. Georgia, he's no joke. He's not too strong, but at the same time, he's no joke. Wallachia is also allied to him. He's got his independence guaranteed by the Ottomans, so I don't actually see myself going to war with him any time in the immediate future. And that is why I'm going to try to ally those two, because they're the most easily obtained. So let's get into this, and really hoping, obviously, that Hungary doesn't attack us. Now, one thing I didn't take into consideration, guys, was I called it. I called it that Albania could potentially call Hungary in against us, as Hungary has been rivaling us. However, I did not anticipate Albania would do it so soon. And at this point, guys, if Hungary calls Austria in against us, it would essentially be game over. Now, I think Austria, he should not hate us. There's no reason he should hate us. An attitude towards enemies might kind of be an issue for Hungary calling him in. But nonetheless, it's pretty tense, and I'm trying to grab these as diplomatic relations, which will increase the strength of our alliance big time. But at the same time, I'm not really going to be content. Even Muscovy, if he flips friendly. By the way, he's not integrating his subjects. Has he integrated anybody? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he hasn't. God dang it, Muscovy, what's going on? It's damn near impossible to get relations with him because he has too many relations. So this is by far, our diplomacy has been our biggest struggle this time. It looks like Milan with enemy of enemy from Genoa is another choice. No, he's not a good immediate choice. Yeah, we're going to have to be content with Wallachia and Georgia for now. This is an awkward event. Okay. A lot of people talking about I should be doing this with my armies. Doing this with my armies. Now, I'm pretty sure, I think, first of all, I want to unmaintain my armies, so I'm not 100% sure how this works. Does that cost money? Don't know. So I'll be doing that. A lot of people also talking about turning my forts off. So I wanted to clarify this here. Why do I maintain my forts? A lot of people obviously understand why, but I constantly get asked this question. And it's just a matter of philosophy, guys. one statistic, I suppose, stat that I really value is army tradition. Now, your army tradition will, do you see it? It's increased. It has a tendency to decay, but you can see that it's counterbalanced by the fully maintained forts. That is why. You can see the effect that it's having here already. 13.3 morale, manpower recovery speed, which obviously we're in huge need of. Siege ability is also very significant for wars, in my opinion. But of course, not only that, it helps you roll good generals. My philosophy with forts is basically go for the bare minimum and always maintain them. That is essentially my philosophy. Now, with that being said, of course, if I was literally going bankrupt, I would stop maintaining my forts. But it's not the case, that the scenario that I'm in right now. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, to save my game from going bankrupt, I would stop maintaining my forts. But we are making some kind of prosperity, and I'm hoping to recover that, even more so as we hopefully take a decisive victory against the Ottomans in 3 years' time. It pains me enough already that we are not having advisors, but for me in this situation, I need that army tradition. The whole idea is that we'll have another war against the Ottomans, etc., and we will end up having very high army tradition and being very powerful ourselves in the future. But it's all these little bits that add up. So I guess that's not costing us anything, eh? So we should be doing this. Oh, the Ottomans have some troops here on the Balkan side. I was going to say that if this war continues the way it has been, goes on and on and on, and not that decisive, we might find these occupations to be irritating when I want to go to war with the Ottomans. But it seems like, hopefully, it's not going to be an issue. The Ottomans are fighting some naval battles, and they seem to be doing pretty badly. So that's good for us. But overall, with all that being said, I think that this might be a fairly... no access for you. Hopefully that 8K is enough to do this. This might be not the most entertaining episode, guys. A lot of people talking about this series as a cracker. It's so great, so much stress, so much going on already. Oh, that's right. I told Bulgaria to claim that. We better change that if we plan on obtaining Wallachia as an ally. Genoa's also involved in a war. Of course, wow, he's got really good diplomacy, being part of the empire, but also allied to France. Yeah, I'm just trying to say that, with this kind of war exhaustion, we have to chill, guys. We just have to chill with our debt as well. I like going to war to pay off loans, and it's a shame. It's a damn shame that, yeah, we didn't manage to humiliate Serbia, which I'm really disappointed about, because we'd be much closer to getting the claims from claims, which means I could be claiming on Theodoro. I mean, that would be a productive war. Genoa is in bad shape here. We could fight this, take that, take a bunch of provinces. It's just a shame. But it is what it is right now. Okay, so Diplo annexation cost will come into play here pretty early, which is cool. Let's do it. This mercenary maintenance from our Byzantium ideas, at the rate this campaign has been going, that might also come into play. Alright guys, so I'm going to stop, now that I have an ally, I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm going to try to, make a little bit more profit here with my army maintenance down. I need to pay off these loans. It's very important. Our inflation's getting high, which feels bad, man. So as long as we're not going in the negative of corruption, and we're making some money, I'm going to be happy, I suppose. Wow, the Ottomans are losing on this side. They're losing in general. Yeah, so I'm kind of worried that I was thinking that we'll do nothing until this truce comes up and then take this from the Ottomans this time around, which should be easier. I think last time around we were fighting the Ottomans and we got attacked by Albania, who pulled in Hungary, if I'm not mistaken, which was painful. Also, I was hoping we could get Castile. Man, the diplomatic game is, we're just struggling, lads. We're struggling big time. Austria is much closer to being obtained. That might have something to do with just our general size and strength increasing. Okay, but we now, hopefully, with these allies, hopefully stressing on the emphasis on the hopefully, we are not going to have any appalling surprises. So hopefully, with our truce with Venice, with the kind of diplomacy that he has now, we can smash him. I hope so. I hope we can smash him. I hope we can smash the Ottomans as well. Okay, we're getting a lot of negative events, so I hope our luck kind of turns around in that regard. I hate our current situation. I plan to go in against Wallachia, but his damn alliance with Genoa, these are like literally the only two that I'm even able to kind of consider as allies at this point. Again, to reiterate that if Muscovy flipped friendly, we still wouldn't be able to get him as an ally. Wow. That is something to keep an eye on. Portugal is doing very well. Very well. God dang. Now, notice I'm not going for royal marriages with these two. If I'm not mistaken... Oh, I am mistaken. We don't have a wife right now. However, I don't want the royal marriage there, so we can just break alliance and with the truce, etc. Just go straight into war without having that be an issue, the stability. Building up some patriarchal authority would be big. I'd love to use this stuff going into the future. But very often those events, turning down the patriarchal authority will give you like stability, something like that, which is pretty significant, I find. Now the other thing is, guys, I mean, depending on the shape that the Ottomans are in, we may... No, he's too strong. He's too strong. I think I'm going to stick to the plan, whereas we're going to go in against the Ottomans here, and then our next war... yeah, I will definitely consider going in against... God, we actually have few opportunities to do anything, which is pretty upsetting. Perhaps I could ally Poland. I don't really want to do that, but, you know, our options are slim right now. Slim pickings. So, considering our diplomats are not doing much, let's... try to improve our opportunities. Dude. This is really, really awkward. Being boxed in like crazy. I've been thinking in between episodes for quite some time, guys, that I think Fezin is a guy to keep an eye on. If we can get the claims from claims, we can actually end up claiming his land. But even a no CB would be better than being boxed in. I'm just looking for opportunity. Wow, Georgia continues to expand. Uh-oh. That he's almost becoming a little bit of a liability if he starts treading on the toes of the Mamelukes or something. Uh-oh. Oh, the Ottomans have finished the war, have they? They have. And he, at the moment, has no allies. So that's good. That's good. I guess Theodora managed to wipe peace. That's pretty impressive, man. Genoa, Circassia, and Theodoro. I mean, obviously the Ottomans have been weakened by ourselves, but damn. We only have 4 galleys as well, so let's check the Ottoman navy. I keep saying we can beat them as though it's just a given. And I'm kind of hoping that that's the case, but Where's O? God dang it, what am I looking at right now? That's not Navy. Naval comparison or something I was looking at? I don't even know what happened there. His Navy is complete garbage. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So we might even steal some of his ships if we're lucky, which will help us with, you know, the fact that we want the Navy to fight Venice in the future. Venice is in bad shape as well. I really, so badly, guys, I wanted to go for the rest of his land. So badly. Damn it. This inflation feels bad, man. Feels really, really bad, man. We don't need a good general to fight the Ottomans. So, a truce... Oh! Venice attacked him. Ragusa, maybe. He attacked Ragusa. Wait, Hungary brokers the alliance. What? What even is going on? Hungary's no longer allied for some reason, but he wouldn't have dishonored. Right? He suddenly changed his... Okay, we're going to fabricate on Ragusa ourselves. Cool. Okay, finally, we're cancelling all access from these guys. They can suck it, essentially. We're going to be going in against the Ottomans, and we're going to be sitting on that war. He's got no navy, so he's definitely going to get wrecked. But I'm interested to see if he does something stupid, like transporting his troops around somewhere. What's our war position look like after this time? Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, bad, but better. Okay, so we'll do the same tactic of trying to take some navy immediately. Our truce with Venice shouldn't be that long either because it was a white piece. Yeah, I feel a little bit better about this situation, guys. I really, really, really am kind of praying that, you know, Hungary doesn't do anything crazy. Now, the guarantee from the Ottomans is null and void if we're at war with him. So it will be interesting to see if I can sit on that and go in against Ragusa while he's getting wrecked by Venice. Yep, let's go. He's hiding his fleet. Uh-oh. We can't have this. 15th of May. Okay, I dropped the ball a little bit there. God dang it. So that's 6k. That's not that much of an issue. He out-techs us. He doesn't have a general. I mean, we've got our subjects. Let's not mess this up, monk. Don't mess this up. Oh, good, 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 good. Go back out to sea. Okay, here we go. No allies. I hope to see prosperous times. Lads. I just realized that he can bloody well cross over. Lol. Phew. Okay. Come on, monk. Let's not make no mistakes. Decline everything. We must block the strait, you flaming, flamboyant noob. Okay. Whew. Good. I said this before, that sitting on these provinces, we might actually, you know, it could improve our economy. But in before we get attacked by another nation. Now, at least we've got Wallachia and Georgia to disincentivize people from attacking us. Disincentivize. Yeah, hoping that that gives us enough to actually become a bit of a powerhouse ourselves. We could definitely potentially get Portugal in the future via rivalry with Tunis. But yeah, really just hoping to be a bit of a powerhouse myself. And hopefully diplomacy will be a kind of an issue of the past. Definitely the stronger we get, the less trouble we're going to have allying Muscovy. Muscovy's a bad ally this early as well, though, because every war he goes to, like when it's winter, he loses all of his manpower. He often will not honor his, calls to arms. So I guess fighting another war, the Ottomans fighting another war, is also a small blessing because it will ruin his enthusiasm faster. I'm not going to accept the Renaissance anytime soon, so we're taking up for negative 21. Doesn't feel very good either. Okay, we're on the same tech level as Ragusa. It would probably be pretty unreasonable for anybody to be at tech 7 at this stage, so that's looking that's good, I suppose, if we're going to war. Lose patriarchal authority, so we definitely have to do that. Our mission is improve prestige. I would love the 100 admin. I doubt we have any better missions, maybe just to give us claims or something. Alrighty, so we should be good, right? And yeah, hoping that perhaps some of these guys will not back him up if with the war against Venice, if that continues. But at the same time, hoping to just jump onto, well, I was going to say his capital, but it looks like his capital is being sieged by Venice. I don't know. We might go to war against him, we might not, we'll see. But I should just kind of sit in this situation, I suppose. No idea why Muscovy is not integrating. Like, he should have integrated at least one subject. There's literally no reason why he should not have done that already. Teutonic Order looks like it's just food for Poland in the future, with no allies. Okay, we're going to turn our army maintenance down. And we're actually making more money with this looting. Good. Life's not too bad right now. Please don't screw me, game. Please don't screw me. What can I say? So, let's have a look at how much this costs in war score. Quite a lot, it seems. It's going to be all about his enthusiasm, so it's going to take quite some time. Now, I'm wondering if Austria gets pulled into a war, calls in Hungary. Hungary's distracted somewhere else, fighting a hard war, and Austria doesn't back him up. We could reconquest on behalf of Serbia, big time. I should also be maxing relations here, because we're about to empower him, and Liberty could be a little bit of an issue, especially if we overextend or something like that. Let's go for that prestige here, as that's what we need. The spy network on Venice gives us some benefits, right? Because he's a pretty significant character, I suggest. Still wondering if the Mamluks look pretty strong, man. Some people have been commenting that they're the new Ottomans. I don't think they're quite that strong, but yeah, they're definitely a threat. I'm wondering if they could become a valid rival at some point, because his enemies of Castile is important. Castile has the Union, and he didn't lose any ground to Aragon. He's got good diplomacy. For once, he's made an ally. Like, I don't see him getting wrecked by France. So, yeah, definitely a worthy ally for ourselves, I guess. Or at least potentially. We're ranked 25, so we're actually 26 now. We exist somewhere. Ah, dang it. He's converted all of this land. Apart from that. That's a shame. I guess we will just claim what we can. The one province. This could be a long a long war that is not that productive. So my thoughts are, guys, thankfully, you know, I've talked about how this is a pretty opportunistic situation that we're in. Thankfully, we have had some opportunities, but my thoughts going into the future are... Theodora's exiled there. It's throwing me off a little bit. Fezzan. I'm really keeping an eye on Fezzan, even if it was worth a truce break to break us out. I mean, soon we're going to be able to convert provinces, but we could vassalize him as another option. If Tunis didn't back him up, we could beat him right now, and that's going to give us opportunities to expand into North Africa ourselves, and ultimately into the Iberian Peninsula, and even skip the Mamluks. You know, if we're feeling blocked in, it will also allow us to fabricate more on Italy. I'm getting concerned about my tech. I'm going to take the aggressive expansion because it's so nice if an opportunity comes up. But I think I'm going to start taking up my Diplo. I mean, as it's so expensive right now, I suppose better to spend it on ideas. And then I might start taking up when we accept the Renaissance. I hate this situation that we're in, guys. Every one of these loans that gets recalled, it pains me. I just want you guys to know that. Like, it's quite upsetting. I never asked for this. I never wanted to be in this situation. We're supposed to continue prospering, but it's just how it is. Okay, we got to please the nobility and the clergy. And I think our religious unity is 100%. There we go. How's Ragusa doing? Oh, Venice is kind of getting wrecked. Ooh, interesting. Because our truce with Venice comes up in 1 year's time, so we've got to claim on literally everything that we can claim. Oh, he just took the capital, though. Interesting. That would make me feel good, guys, if we can go in after this war into like a prosperous, decisive victory against Venice, taking Crete. That allows us to fabricate on the Mamluks directly. But I'm not sure that the Mamluks will ever show real signs of weakness. After, you know, we took out the person who was most likely to wreck them. Oh, wow, okay, it looks like this war's about to be over, but he almost is not backing up Cyprus there. Bulgaria is at 200 relations, going to be doing the same thing with Serbia. Trying to sort out that Liberty Desire to the best of my ability. While we just wait patiently. See, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people saying, oh, I hope it continues this game. I mean, it's not going to continue, guys. I'm hoping it doesn't continue. I'm not sorry to say. Not with that kind of pressure. Like, I'm hoping the... taking the stability there. It's too nice. I'm hoping the game's a good game, but not that kind of good. not that kind of good. Like, ruining my life, getting wrecked, struggling, and quite frankly doing much worse than we could be doing. That's too good, and by good I mean bad, if you feel what I'm saying. Guys, at the rate that Georgia is expanding, I mean, he's probably going to help us against like the Ottomans, which is pretty funny. The Ottomans are diminishing, and when it's our moment to go in against him, Georgia's probably going to help. I never actually expected Georgia to be you know, a real significant influence, let's put it that way. I don't think I can actually fabricate anything else on Ragusa. Corfu is like completely dead. Now, if we did attack Venice, I need troops, though. That's the problem. We can trap him on the islands. That worked out pretty well. And it's interesting to see. We need to check his navy if we were to go in against him. Wait, where am I? Yeah, see, that could be a problem, dude. That could be a problem. We need galleys, dude, to fight that. Wow, nobody's backing him up. It's such a good time to go in against him. I think my kind of position there is sometimes you have to spend money to make money. And I think, god dang it, I don't know why they changed this from being alphabetical. I've never got it since then. Okay, so he's in really bad shape. He's in really, really bad shape. So that's good to see. But nobody can get on his capital. Interesting. I'm also thinking, yeah, I mean, at this rate, Georgia's Orthodox. I mean, maybe we should just like him, and not want to integrate his land. He is blocking us a little bit from kind of going down here. If he took Antioch, that would become a big problem. And ultimately, to form Rome, we would have to integrate him. But I'm beginning to think, like, he might just be more valuable as being a bloody ally than anything else. I mean, Muscovy's gone full derpy derp. I don't know why he... Oh, god dang it, game. You're killing me. I need some good events for once in my life. So does it take 5 years for this to tick? I think so. We're about halfway there. And that's going to be completely dependent on his enthusiasm. Oh, Ragusa recovered. So Venice is just getting brutalized by Ragusa. Ragusa is looking way more formidable to attack. Oh, look at that. Nobody's going to help Venice. Oh. Oh. I should have given him access. God dang it. Sorry, bruh. I thought he was part of the other war for some reason. We need those relations with Austria. My bad. My bad, Austria. Yeah, Venice is going under. Interesting. Cool. Venice should be free. So, what I'm thinking is, because his literal armies are so low, look at that, and nobody's helping him out, we can start this war. Right? Nobody's helping him? Yeah. So we can start this war, fight it at the same time. God dang it, though. It looks like Castile's going to be taking some of our occupations. That's a shame. But it looks like Venice is essentially just going to be completely free. It's a good thing. Except our claims just came up. Thank goodness I'm fabricating so aggressively on him. That would have been upsetting. Gotta get those claims. Yeah, and unfortunately, looks like, well, he took out those rebels. I was thinking about that. We're going to have to fight them if the Venetians, even if they don't have troops, we're going to have to fight them. Looks like we're going to have to kind of be even more patient, and we're going to have to wait for the Austrians to finish up. There's not going to be much left for us. But it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Let's make Crete the war goal, and we can get ticking war score there. We're also going to be able to take Zeta back, which is also cool. Yep, Crete's the war goal. Excellent. So, I suspect, guys, that Naxos and Corfu will be released as independent nations and we can separate peace them or whatever. That's what typically happens. But Venice is done. We might even find Albania's released and then we can go in against him, a one province mine. This guy bet me to this province. What a shame. Oh well. Fighting multiple wars. Being patient with both. And there's no way that Hungary can call him in against us now, Austria, while he fights another war. So I guess we're safe from any impending bad luck, doom. Economy is... We've still got a lot of corruption. It's only rooted out a tiny amount, because I'm only rooting it out a tiny amount. And the inflation is going up and up and up, which of course costs admin points. I meant to say monarch points when I said that. Anything that costs monarch points is upsetting. But it's getting to a point that we're going to have to reduce it. There's no doubt about that. So I'm just going to reduce it now so that I can reap some of the benefits. There's 0.1 more ducats. I'm tempted to do that again. And I'm going to do it one more time. Yeah, I mean, you know, things are looking good. Things are looking good. Let's be optimistic, you know? We're about to take... I suspect that none of this... I mean, Ragusa might take something like that. But for the most part, we're going to be able to get everything we want. It'll be interesting. I'm actually more worried about the Ottomans. Like, we're going to have to sit on here for so long until our war score's maxed out. I mean, it's almost there. It's getting there. And his war exhaustion just slowly raises. It might take a very long time. So my diplomats, I should be using them. It just seems so fruitless, though. Muscovy's not integrating. It's like, why? We attacked Austria's rival. My relations are basically max with him. God dang it. Of course Hungary is the go-to ally, and he rivaled me. It looks like we could get Poland. That's gonna kind of piss off Muscovy. And Poland wouldn't really help us. He'd only help us against Hungary. Yeah. Alright, I guess that could be significant. Use the Polish help against Hungary. Because it feels bad, man, that Hungary rivaled us. What else can I say? Just feels bad, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, that was quick. Alrighty, so Albania is free. We should go in against him before he gets any bloody... Oh, I guess Austria got boxed out. He couldn't take anything that he wanted. Yep. I predicted it, though. I called it. These nations are both free. Does that cost me Diplo now, or even if I think it might cost me Diplo. I'm not sure. But the plus side is that we can take each of the independent cash when we piece them out. It's not the end of the world. I was going to say we should go in against Albania before he joins a trade league or something. Yep. Let's do it. And he will have a little bit of cash as well, this guy. Venice is still fighting the other war, but his you know, navy's kind of stressed me out a little bit because we have to blockade the strait. How are the Ottomans actually looking for... He's medium enthusiasm, so we should be able to wipe peace at least. Alrighty, life's good in the hood, guys. We're actually involved in 3 wars, but I'm going to be calling this episode. Hopefully, if nothing crazy goes wrong, we're beginning to see some of that prosperity that I've been talking about. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a little bit prosperous for us to take each of the nations' wealth, which we're involved in war with. The Ottomans, of course, are not the case, but if we look here, we're involved in three nations. That's 4 nations. Even though Albania, we just checked, and he didn't really have any money, what happens is they generate a small amount of money. as they just sit here. That's what tends to happen. And then by the time you piece them out, they have a small amount of ducat to be taken. 55 there already. Very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We finally are beginning to see some prosperity. Feels good. And these guys are both our rivals. Hopefully for the first time we'll be above 50 power projection. And that will make me feel much better about not affording advisors. And once we can, hopefully fairly soon, afford those advisors, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good game going into the future. And yeah, who knows, man, with this Georgia here, maybe we'll just straight up manhandle the Ottomans even on the Aetolian side. Be interesting. This is another opportunistic war I need to keep an eye out for. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a future episode.